all of my 20s,
Wow.
it was white knuckle. Every day it was like, God, I hate you. Why'd you do this to me? Because I knew what it was like to be happy. And I knew what it was like to be loaded. I did not know what it was like to be happy and sober.
Welcome back to the Hopeaholics Podcast. I'm your girl, Natalie Eva Marie.
And I'm Chad Carlson, and you're listening to the #1 addiction and mental health podcast.
And you guys, if you or a loved one is struggling, make sure you head to askevamarie.com or chattic.com and chat with one of our AI companions 24/7.
Or text the number right here on the screen.
Together, we are breaking the stigma around addiction and mental health.
And fighting the fentanyl epidemic.
Now, let's get into the episode.
Vaughn Von Lewis is in the house. Welcome to the Hopeaholics Podcast. How about that, Nat?
That was pretty good. How about that, Nat? Right.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Oh.
The rhyming part. I just think it's cool. I think it's really cool and kind of extra special to us.
Yeah.
When somebody from our Recover Out Loud meeting comes and does the podcast, because we have a little bit more knowledge and friendship and recovery stuff going on than just a traditional guest that comes in that we don't know.
Absolutely. I'm absolutely stoked to be here. I love you guys, love everything that you stand for, love everything that you do. And I'm absolutely, truly blessed and grateful for this opportunity to be here today and to share my experience, strength, and hope. And you guys just offer me that family, that sense of belonging, that sense of, hey, you may have done fucked up stuff, but you're not a fucked up person.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
we love you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God loves you.
No matter what.
You're here.
Yeah.
We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've never once felt bad like after my relapse.
Yeah.
And when I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I thought about laying down on the train tracks.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, overwhelming love and support to me. And then that's how I met my sponsor, Joe B. He reached out the next
Oh my
day.
God, Joe B's your sponsor?
Joe B is my sponsor.
I love that so much. I mean, I think kind of just piggybacking off what Chad said, it is different when like we met you in person when you came to the Recover Out Loud in-person meeting first, and then we see you every week, so it's different. So then have you guys come in here in person, and also it's special because you're local, but it is a little bit different than just having a guest come in and, of course, be amazing, share their experience, strength, and hope. But for us, it's like you're a part of the true movement, you know, of exactly what we're trying to do or what we're trying to spread and let people kind of feel, because we have lots of feelings and we want people to not feel alone. And
Absolutely.
a lot of times when we're in the thick of our addiction, and even sometimes in recovery, because it is very much, you can't do recovery alone either.
No.
We have all tried.
I've tried that. I don't need a sponsor. I don't need meetings. I don't need someone judging me. I can do it. I just need to get right with me.
Yeah.
How can I get right with me when all I do is hate myself
Yeah.
on a daily basis and try to fill that God-shaped void with everything but God and spirituality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wasn't it the guy on our Tuesday night meeting that said, if you're taking advice from from yourself, you're taking advice from the last person you got loaded with?
True. And the person before that, and before that, oh, wait, this just in?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like our best thinking gets us, loaded
At best, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
at best.
Absolutely. My best thinking is my worst days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when I think I got it, and that's when I leave God out of the equation. It's like, no, bud, you can stay home today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, ooh, I don't got this.
Yeah, life's been trying to distract me lately from God, but thank goodness I'm in such a routine of like every day, no matter what, I do my AA readings, I do my my meditations, I do my 3rd and 7th step prayer, and I read at least one chapter from the Bible. Like that's what I do every day.
Yeah.
And your like form of Jesus calling. Did you say that already?
That was my meditation. Yeah. I do Jesus Calling and
Yeah, me
the Jesus.
I just wait for you to send it to me.
Yeah, it's good. And I hold myself accountable because she does that every day. So I make it that like I'm accountable to her because we do this together, this podcast thing, and I want to make sure that one, we both stay sober, but also spiritually aligned for this mission. Because for me, it's a big deal, and it's not just about it started out as fentanyl. I will say that the fentanyl crisis is getting better. Less people died in 2024 than in 2023. So hopefully less people will die in this. But it's about this disease. It's about the people that are still out there suffering.
Absolutely.
And that's our primary purpose. If we have one day clean, we need to reach backwards and help that person that doesn't have a day clean yet.
Absolutely. When you get 2 days clean, you help that person that has 1 day clean.
Yep. How does he get to 2? Let me show you. I did it.
And also for the ones that are struggling in sobriety, but they're dry.
Yeah.
Because we've been there too.
Yep.
And that's why I kind of feel so fortunate to be doing like the podcast. And then obviously we work in treatment because we have facilities. So, in a roundabout way, it selfishly helps my own personal program because I have to stay even more diligent on top of my own 12-step kind of routine, because there's going to be times like that you get pulled and distracted by many other things, and you think that whether you think that they're important or not or whatever, because it's very easy for my brain to lie to me being like, oh, but this is really important because it has to do with a patient or something else regarding business.
Right.
But ultimately none of that is even possible unless I'm dialed. And so we're able to like bounce off one another because we get to do something like the podcast, which is, even when a person comes on that is not in sobriety, for them to have some type of inner peace, we're all the same.
Yeah.
It's some connection to a higher power of some degree. So it's like still kind of speaking the 12-step lingo, which I think is also special because I think every person can benefit from doing a 12-step program.
I could not agree more. I absolutely think that the 12 steps could benefit every single person on this planet in almost every aspect of your life, because all you do is just replace alcohol or drugs, sex, money, gambling, shopping, food, compulsive, impulsive behaviors, anything. You really can implement it into your life, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
My aunt, she's not an alcoholic or an addict. She's a normie. She's read more recovery books than I have. She owns more recovery books than I have because she thoroughly enjoys it. And she's like, I'm the most neurotic OCD person you could ever meet, and these help quell the storm in here.
Yeah.
And calm it down. And I'm like, what else has been able to do that for you? And she's like, nothing. And I'm like, wow, so I guess there actually is something to these 12 steps.
Right?
Yeah.
They do work, only if you work it, though.
Only if you work it.
I was dry for 9.5 years.
Ooh.
Had 2 sponsors, 4 sponsees, worked at 12 steps, got one of them through it. Had out about 1.5 years. I was like, y'all are good. You're cured. You don't need me anymore. I'm cured. I don't need me anymore. So I stopped going to meetings, stopped working.
How old were you?
20. I just turned 20.
Oh, wow. So you're young.
And then relapsed when I was 29.5, almost 30.
Wow. So you hung on for like
All
literally almost a
Dear life.
All of my 20s,
Wow.
it was white knuckle. Every day it was like, God, I hate you. Why'd you do this to me? Because I knew what it was like to be happy, and I knew what it was like to be loaded. I did not know what it was like to be happy and sober. Those two, they did not exist to me. It was every day is pain. Every day is misery. Every day is just harder than the next. It incrementally is getting worse and worse. And I know that the next day is going to be incrementally worse than the day before.
Yeah.
how do you go through life not wanting to eat a bullet or lay down in front of the train tracks when you blame God for everything?
Yeah.
So I had to learn that this program only works if you work it.
What made you what was that final day like when you actually were like fuck it and you picked up after the 9.5 years of being dry?
So show me who your 4 friends are and I'll show you who the 5th is. If you're hanging out with 4 bums, you're going to be the 5th. I was hanging out with, because I had lost my business to COVID. I had a pool and spa contracting business in the San Fernando Valley. It was one of the most successful businesses in the valley. I had Lady Gaga as a client. I had Will Smith as a client at one point in time. I had a bunch of other celebrities that I can't talk about because of NDAs. Lost all that to COVID. $250,000 down the drain. Couldn't keep anything afloat. Lost a $150,000 truck that was fully loaded with all the bells and whistles. They came and repoed that at 2:00 in the morning with all my tools. And I still hanged on to being sober. I was like, I don't know why. But once I became homeless and had to come back down here from LA County, I was hanging out with the wrong people. People were like, you're gonna use. And I was like, no, I'm not. And they're like, you're gonna use. You're homeless, you have no program, your spirituality is non-existent. And I'd just gotten out of South Coast Hospital, Laguna Beach, for 13 days in their behavioral health unit on a suicide attempt. And when I got back out, I was like, nothing's better. I'm in so much pain and so much darkness. There's no resources for me. So someone kept saying, I heard in the back of my mind, you're going to use. You're going to use. Just do it now. You're going to use anyway. So it was offered to me. Someone was like, hey, want some heroin? I was like, the one thing to numb everything I'm feeling right now. There is a God. Funny, the worst thing that could happen to me. Oh, there is a God.
Yeah.
Oh, he does exist.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, maybe. You know, so there is something in the Narcotics Anonymous book about the relapse, and that relapse might have saved your life. Because the pain was so bad, obviously. Just even from sitting here and listening to you tell me about it. The pain was so bad that maybe somewhere in your brain something said a slower death would be better, but maybe it's going to save your life subconsciously. Maybe it's God sometimes too. It's like I wonder, because like I mean you're singing parts of my story. 9 years clean, successful business, married, children.
Were you married?
I was married.
What? Wow. For how long?
I was married for about 8 years.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Got married real young. Put the ex-wife, my business was my God. The ex-wife was my God. Everything that I thought I was doing was going to keep me sober because it was for everyone else. It was, I have a family I need to provide for. I have clients I can't let down. Oh, I can't use because I have this I have. But when everything went away, I was like, wow. It's like, sorry, ex-wife, I haven't been a very good husband. I mean, you haven't been a great wife, but it's just things slowly started to fall apart.
How, when did you get divorced? When did you find that, like, time?
So the divorce happened 2021, 2022.
So during COVID, right when you were losing your business?
Yep. So
rough.
Going through the divorce, finding out that I can't have my dog because that's going to be a court issue. Like $30,000 in furniture that I bought, all of a sudden I can't have, where it's like, well, cool, you're getting to keep the house that I helped build. So it was just really like, I went into like this state of victim. It was always easier to blame you and go, woe is me. You did this to me. I'm just the victim. I'm the innocent bystander caught up in this. Woe is me.
Yeah.
But, you know, no victims needed, only volunteers need apply.
I like that.
And it's true. It's like I had to look at my part and everything.
Sure.
But that was rough. Tried to do the recover up there after the divorce, got a different, tiny studio, the ghetto of Van Nuys.
Oh, yeah.
Surprised I stayed sober up there.
Mm-hmm.
There was constantly dope bags and dope pipes outside my door when I'm walking to my car or just walking to go get my mail. It's like, oh, well, good to know that it's available around. If I ever decide to go back, cool. I don't even have to pay for it. There's enough right there that I'm sure I'll be up for 3 or 4 days. Cool.
Where let me ask you another question though. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Hawaii on the island of Oahu.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
So that's where you were born and raised?
Yep. Island boy.
What? This episode is brought to you by Wolfpack Bags. This gear is meant for anybody gym, lifestyle, to anybody that's on the move. I mean, I like to say that us here and everybody that tunes in, we're not average. We're always a wolf. They have all the goods that you need, especially for anybody that is looking for a bag to carry their meal prep, a lunch pail, anything like that. They have you covered. So once again, go to wolfpack.com, use the code Hopeaholics, save 10%, and join the pack.
Yes, sir.
Wait.
Yes, oh my God, I love it. Chee-hoo.
I was born in Castle Hospital in Kailua. For the first couple of years of my life, I lived on the horse farm in Waimanalo, then moved to Kaneohe. I went to Kailua Elementary School, and then I moved to California when my mom started to get real sick. Mm-hmm. So she could get some help, and also so I could meet my family here that I've never met before.
Okay.
A bunch of aunts, cousins, uncles, my grandma, grandpa. So it was cool.
How old were you
Ooh.
when you moved to California?
First time I was 11.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
That was the first time ever off the island. So it was a little bit of a culture shock.
Sure.
Being told, hey, you need a wetsuit to go in the ocean. I was like, what do you mean I need a wetsuit to go in the ocean? Quickly found out why. It's freezing in the middle of December when I went in. I was like, nope. Okay, you're right. you were right. I don't know this.
Do you have siblings?
I have 2 older brothers. We're not in touch.
Okay.
They're probably closer to in their 50s now.
Okay.
But they live in upstate New York.
Oh, wow.
Which I used to live with them when I lived in New York.
Oh my gosh, when did you live in New York?
When I was 12 to 13.
Oh, okay.
So
a year.
We went from Hawaii to California, back to Hawaii really quick, to New York. Then we migrated to Montana, back to California.
A lot of culture shock there, man.
A ton.
Being told the first time you see snow on a runway and you think it's white sand, and you're told that's your life, that's what you're going to be living into. Excuse me, what? Mom, where are you bringing me? Mm-hmm. So I remember the first time I ever saw snow was outside of the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport. Mm-hmm. I'm standing there at the terminal looking out the window.
Really cold there, too.
Freezing.
And I'm just like, why is there all that sand on the runway? Are we going to be able to take off? And this guy just starts laughing. And my mom's like, we're from Hawaii. Just keep it down, bud.
Yeah.
Just keep it down. And he's like, that's snow. And I was like, immediately, I was like, ick. Take me back home.
Yeah.
So started the resentments very early. You took me from my home. Mm-hmm. You took me from my friends. You took me from my life. And you put me in 10-degree Wellsville, New York, Alma County. Like, literally, our neighbors were like 3 miles away.
Oh,
that
wow.
was the nearest neighbor. It was 3 miles away. So, Mr. Murderer, please don't come to our double wide. Please. You'll almost certainly get away with it.
So, growing up, was it mostly just your mom? Your
Yeah.
dad? Where's your dad?
Dad and I never really got along. Very tumultuous, abusive relationship. He always treated me more as a friend. than a child, and his way of disciplining me would be as if he were to be disciplining one of his biker buddies. Being picked up and thrown through drywall, having full cans of beer lobbed at my head, getting the absolute shit beat out of me with any object that was available. So blocked him out a lot. Just constant disappointment with my dad. Would fall asleep almost every Christmas at the door waiting for him to come and pick me up. My mom would have to pick me up and drag me off and carry me to bed because I'd just fall asleep crying. Another year let down, another missed Christmas, another birthday gone, another holiday. So I just learned that male figures in my life came and went so much that whenever my mom would introduce me to one, it would be like, you're not going to last long.
I mean, not funny, but funny.
Like, I'm not going to listen to you because you won't be here next week. Bye-bye, bud. And I just never respected them.
Yeah.
The only male role model I ever actually loved and respected was my Uncle John. And he was everything I wanted to be in life. And I lost him 2 Novembers ago due to a glioblastoma. So part of why I'm here today is because of my Uncle John. He always wanted me to share my story and to be able to help someone and to just be the best person that I could be and learn to love me for me.
Yeah.
And to learn to help other people to love them for who they are.
Yeah, your story is it's already very touching and very painful, because I know you hear me say often, whether it be on the Recover Out Loud or whatever, but the one thing that connects all of us human beings, whether we're addicts or not addicts, but especially us addicts, right, is that we all know what it feels like to hurt inside.
Yeah.
We all know what it feels like to feel broken, alone, afraid, hopeless, helpless.
Yep.
And that's why we're also uniquely qualified to help somebody else.
I agree.
We turn our brokenness into being put back together, and then we go help other people put their brokenness back together.
You know what I love about this program and people like us is just when I think I've done something so shameful or fucked up, someone's like,
Yeah.
I did that when I was 12.
Totally.
With the neighbor's dog.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You're good. And I'm like, oh, wow. Wait, can we circle back to the neighbor's dog? You did what?
Yeah.
I feel great about myself now. Cool.
There actually is a real joke about that in Alcoholics Anonymous about the 5th step, because like you tell your sponsor, his fucking mic just fell.
It did?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's still connected, but
Is it?
we got issues over here. I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
And you can keep the camera on me while Emily
We're
fixes the mic.
And his
Actually,
little-
is it still on? Where are you going?
I want to fix this.
Oh, okay. So there is a joke. I don't even know how to talk to myself. And you're all up in my camera space. So we should probably leave this all on the podcast, right? Because it's good stuff.
I don't want it to be so far away from him, because that way it allows him to. Yeah. Okay. I don't want it to like.
One of these days we probably should move it over another one, like
Oh yeah, you're
4
right.
inches.
Yeah. Or is Shane's actually closer?
No, we can move it. But they move. We moved them.
Because now, well, because now it's moved over so much closer to him that it might be easier to use that mic instead. Sorry. Sorry. No?
Back to the show. Back
you.
to the show.
Thank you.
There is a joke in AA about stuff like that. Literally, like you're talking to and Emily Lewis. I apologize, and anybody who's listening who's not an addict, this is literally just a joke. But you're there with your sponsor. You're doing the 5th step, and he's like, "Is there anything else?" And you're like, "There's this one other thing that I'm so ashamed of." And the sponsor looks at him and goes, "What, you fucked the dog too?" Like, the point is that, like, there is nothing that, like, us as addicts can't understand
Yeah.
or relate or forgive. I mean,
Joe, I swear my fifth is not going to be like that. I promise.
Joe's like, damn it, I can't tell him about mine.
Yeah.
I hope you watch this, Joe.
Joe better.
And you think it's funny what I just said.
We're going to be having a serious talk if you
Yeah.
don't, Joe.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, Joe probably just watches our reels. What do you think? Do you think Joe watches the whole
No,
podcast?
I think Joe sometimes will tune into a whole podcast.
Nice. I know Chuck's.
I actually need to, I forgot to remember, he had asked me a question. I forgot to hit him back. But it was,
Are you feeling? Look at the camera and
Joe, you know
apologize
that
to
I
him
love
right
you.
now.
Joe, I respond to you every message except this last one.
And now he's
last
feeling
one.
like he can't text you.
No, Joe knows he can text me. Joe knows.
Okay.
Joe knows.
Back to Vaughn. So damn, dude.
When did you first start picking up?
Ooh, okay.
And where?
So I was living in Doheny State Beach.
Okay.
Like, when I say I didn't leave the park, I didn't leave the confines of that park.
How old are you?
So this last time was 30.
No, but the
No,
first.
Oh, the
first
very
time.
first time.
Yeah, let's go to the
Oh.
first time
Yeah.
you got
The
loaded.
very first time I got loaded. Ooh, like 8.
Oh,
Oh, 8.
Found mom's weed pipe
okay.
in her little Tupperware container underneath her Hawaiian floor mat. And I always saw her do it. Didn't know that you weren't supposed to suck really hard. And I blew it all through the screen and got all the ash. And I was like, oh, this is horrible. Why the fuck did she do this? This is nasty. Like, why do people do pot? This
Yeah.
is stupid. I didn't even feel anything off of it. Probably because it was all just ash.
Sure.
But then I found alcohol. And that was the new love of my life because I was the beer boy for my uncle's pool parties. You know, he'd be like, hey, go open up all these Coronas and bring them out to us. Well, I'm opening up 30 Coronas. I take a sip off one. I'm like, oh, that one looks a little noticeable. So I take a sip off another. And I'm like, okay, oh, that looks a little noticeable. So next thing you know, I'm taking pulls off all 30 Coronas. And I'm like 12, 13. That was my first taste of alcohol. And I loved it. I loved the immediate feeling produced by alcohol because I wasn't self-conscious. I wasn't like, oh, who's going to yell at me? Am I being too loud? Am I playing too rough? Am I just playing too playfully?
Sure.
Am I going to get in trouble for just existing here? That was always my biggest thing was, am I going to get in trouble for just being here? So anything I could do to find that mental escape to where even if I was going to be in trouble, I was so oblivious to it or just didn't care. And I was like, hey, consequences will be what they may. I'm okay right now. But it quickly progressed to cocaine. Prescription pills were right in mom's medicine cabinet. Mom was sick for a very long time with cancer and various blood diseases. So it was always there. And, you know, my mom was a nurse for 30 plus years.
Wow.
You know, hospital ER nurse.
Yeah.
She knew, like she was a walking pharmacy. I don't think there's a person on this planet that was more knowledgeable about medication and what they did and others to counteract certain ones if you did too much than my mom. So that helped when it came to people offering me stuff because it was like, oh, I know that's a gnarly cancer drug that they give you for when you're in like end of stage pain. Probably shouldn't be using that recreationally. I might not wake up. But it was like, oh, hey, oxys, Narcos, Valium, Soma, Flexerol. I was like, okay, I know all of these because I see them daily in the medicine cabinet. Those are good to go. I'm green light. So it just started as a very vicious pill cycle for me to where if I would get hurt, my mom would be like, oh, hey, we should go to the hospital for that. Ulterior motive being, do you really want your kid well, or do you want that really big script that your kid's going to get? Because my mom was very much an addict as well.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, my mom was an addict and my dad was an addict alcoholic. Hardcore. My dad died in 2019 of sepsis from alcoholism. And that actually ended a 10-year search for him because I got disconnected with my father and I was trying to find him for like 10 years. Called everyone on the island and was about to fly there. Then COVID hit. And right when I would have flown there is right when he would have been in the hospital dying. So had to deal with that. But
how do you feel about that right now?
I've made peace with it.
Nice.
Because much like my mom, it would be very, very selfish of me and very much my will to have them here. Yeah. One, our relationship wasn't that great to begin with. Two, they were both in so much pain for so much of their lives. Who the hell am I to want to prolong that just because I'm not ready? So I've made peace with that. That took me out for a few years. That guilt.
Yeah.
Just the why me. And then to being like, wow, I really am a piece of shit for being so selfish and angry that this person who was in so much pain to die. Like to blame them and to blame God. That's God's will that they left, not mine.
When did your mom pass away?
My mom passed when I was 17.
17.
So in 2010.
10.
She passed away. So we're coming up on September will be 15 years without her. And one thing I'm really struggling with is as it's getting to like, I had her for 17, without her for 15.
Yeah.
Had her for 17, without her for 16. How's it going to be when I had her for 17 and I've not had her for 17? What's it going to be like when I've had her for 17 and I hadn't had her for 20? So every day, because I wasn't a good son in the end. Sorry.
No, you're good.
God, I was a piece of shit son at the end. I didn't see her for 3 days while she was in the hospital because I was off running around with the car, getting high, getting loaded, chasing after girls, and fucking running away to San Francisco to steal bikes and fucking motorcycles and do stupid shit that a 17-year-old should not be doing. So when I lost her, that was hard. That was really devastating. Because in a way I felt like if I was there, maybe she would have held on. Maybe she would have been like, hey, my son's here. He cares. Maybe that would have given her the fight. Maybe it wouldn't have. I had to make peace with that. Because I felt like it was my fault. And like that my actions were the direct reason why your life sucks. You lost your job. Your dad dies. Like everything that happens, it was my fault. So I had to make peace with that. It was really, really hard. A lot of woe is me, a lot of self-pity, a lot of just trying to figure out the root of the problem. And every single time the root of the problem was me. Wherever you go, there you are. You can change scenery, you can get the new car, you can get a new house, you can get a new man, girl, dog, whatever your preference is. No judging.
Well, we might judge a little bit.
Oh, yeah, the dog, we're definitely judging. We're judging hard.
Yeah, we are.
There's one common thing that's going to follow you.
Always.
I can't run from me. I can go 500 miles out to sea. Guess what? I'm still going to have all the same problems.
We could go to space, huh?
Yeah, we can go to that Mars colony. I'm gonna tank it because I'm gonna bring me back on my bullshit with me.
And can you imagine? There's probably going to be some other motherfucker up there with some dope.
Oh God.
No doubt.
Huh?
No doubt. No doubt in my mind what happened.
You're gonna have space. Man, could you imagine space tweakers? Like, bro,
Next
stop
level.
stripping that copper off that. That's how we get off this fucking planet. Who are you even gonna sell it to, bro?
There'll be somebody.
What is Raul taking scrap down at the spaceport now?
You know what I wanted to go like circle back on, because you do like you touch on something that I feel like all of us struggle with, which it counters to with putting our self in a God position, because it's saying you felt that you were the cause of maybe your mother's like expedited death,
Yeah.
perhaps, or maybe she would have hung on, but or this, that, or the other.
Yeah.
Number one is you're a kid. You weren't even 18 years old. You're a child. Yeah. Number two, that's putting so much like you're God and your power and you're like the Almighty. We are not.
No.
So it's like we put so much on ourselves and on our shoulders because of that little bit of guilt, because it's natural and it's good to have, because it does guide some type of moral compass within us to a degree. But then through working the program and doing all of the things, you know, it comes to finding that peace, because ultimately your mom, your dad, people we encounter, the relationships that we have, the other individual has choices as well.
Yeah.
And they have things in their life that they have to decide and do and all the other things. But ultimately, anybody that is under the age of 18, you're a kid.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You're learning. You're figuring out who you are, and at that age, it's like, it's so heavy and it's so sad too, because it's like I was at a meeting last night, and I heard one of the speaker that shared, a lot of people hold on to a lot of stuff that happened when they were a kid for way too long.
Yeah.
And forgetting that, like, damn, you're a child.
Yeah.
You know? So, but ultimately it comes back to, like, thank God we're not God.
That is a job no mortal could ever do. Should ever do.
Right.
Nor should you ever want to.
Right.
Why would you? You would screw it up so bad.
For sure.
I would ruin it.
Oh, for sure.
Heaven would turn into hell accidentally. I would be like, oops, who put the button? Why is there a button that just releases all the bad? Who put it right here on my desk? I'd be like, oops. Yeah. Sorry, fam. Y'all can can deal with that.
I want people to answer this question just in their own mind. But like, what if you had the power of God? See, that the problem with me is if I had the power of God, I'd be the devil. Like, I don't have that much goodness in me.
Self will run riot.
I'm too selfish.
Yeah.
I'm way too selfish. You know, as much recovery as I have and as much recovery as I work on a daily basis, I already know.
You're not, though. You are, sure, to a degree, even over the course of 2 years, I've seen already a shift. That's because you have to be self-aware of the selfishness that you check it.
The thing about if you had the power of God, you may do good, you may help others, you may make the blind see,
too.
You may make the crippled walk. But
yeah, there's that but.
I'd get myself a plane.
How long is it going to be before you're helping yourself, justifying that you're helping others?
Yeah.
That, if I do this for me, I'll be able to help others better.
Yeah.
If this serves me, it'll help serve you.
Yeah.
That's already my mentality, and I'm sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine if I get a little drink or a little drug in me. That mentality is like, welcome to the show, bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Vaughn Von Lewis show. Y'all are not even the guests.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So true.
So I'm happy to just be powerless. I'm happy to
powerless.
have no control.
For sure.
Because guess what? Every
God's will, not
morning
mine.
I wake up and I ask God to direct my will and my thinking before I do. Or else you're going to be seeing me on all the news channels. And then you're going to be calling me and asking me what I did. And I'm going to be asking you in reference to which situation are you talking about? Because I move fast. I like to steal cars. I like to burn things on fire. I like to shoot people. I like to stab people when I get going.
Mm-hmm.
I get very rowdy, very chaotic, very fast. So asking God to direct my thinking and my will and come into my life is pivotal.
Yeah.
Like it keeps, it takes from gangster to spiritual gangster.
Yeah.
There you go.
And, still got to be a little gangster.
Always.
But spiritual is the main foundation and principle of my life, because without God, I would have nothing.
Facts.
It's my sobriety I attribute to God. Waking up happy, it's God. Having a roof over my head, a job, food to eat, amazing relationships, amazing opportunities. Life keeps getting better, and it's all thanks to God.
For sure.
Without God, I would have nothing. And that's been my life. Every time I denied God, he was like, I'm here. I don't know when you're going to choose to see me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. He's like, I'm just going to keep putting little things in here for you. So hopefully you don't just keep thinking, wow, I'm lucky. Because you're not. It's me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No one's that lucky. It's God. Sorry.
Totally.
So your 20s, you were sober, but you were, when you were up in LA, you were building a life.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, before we get there though, so from 17 to 20, so you lost your mom when you were 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming then it was like off to the races after that. You picked up
Off to the races with a vengeance.
And then what made you come to a decision to all of a sudden seek out sobriety?
I had a bad run-in with prison. Now, in my story, I used the word allegedly as a safety net for me, because a lot of things I have not been charged with, and there are statute of limitations that are still not up. What originally led me to getting sober the first time was when I went to prison. I allegedly threw someone over a third-tier railing and watched them fall to their death. That fucked me up really badly. He went to throw me allegedly over the tier. I, being taller, had leverage, was afraid. It was my first weekend. He went. Watched his head fall, hit the day room table blow. We got locked down. There was no cameras up on that tier because of an AC duct. They chalked it up to, he had a mental episode and he jumped. He committed suicide. That fucked me up so bad that I was like, is this really my life? Because what got me into prison was drugs, was being violent, was not being a good person. And I saw that my only way out was to change completely. But I was so young at that time. I've learned that everything I've done up until recently was for someone else. It wasn't for me. That sobriety, it wasn't for me. It was to get the judge off my back. It was to get the parole officer off my back. It was to get my family off my back. It's to get my then wife off my back. Everything was for everyone else. Like, I was alive for everyone else but me. I didn't want to be alive. For years, it was like, I'm only here. Like, God, please don't take everyone out of my life, because then I really will be coming to see you. Because it was like, as long as you love me, I'm okay not loving me. Because when you're not spoon-fed love as a child, you will learn to lick it off of knives as you grow. And I did that. I would take love in any shape or form that I could get. Toxic relationships, abuse in all shapes and forms. And I thought that was in a very sick, messed up way That's love. That's their love. Someone loves me. I'm okay. And that's a really, really bad way to live. That's a really, really bad way to live your life. Because you get trapped in this such a vicious cycle where all you want is to be okay and to be loved. But you can't have someone love you if you don't love yourself. You can't. It will never work. And for the first time in 32 years, I can actually say it when I look in the mirror. I don't want to punch it and break the mirror. Because I'm okay with the guy that's looking back at me now. And it's taken 32 years. But you know what? I think I'm worth the investment. I think I'm worth the wait.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a lot of trying to tell myself, you need to stop having others tell you and validate you. You need to validate yourself. Like, and you know how you're going to get that? Going to God. That's the only way it was going to work for me.
Yeah.
Was I had to humble myself and get all 6'9", 220 pounds of me on the floor on my knees and cry and pray and ask God, please make my life better, because I don't know how much longer I can go. I don't want to lay down on the tracks. I've had OCSD pull me off of the train tracks here in town numerous times. I'm never going back there. I'm never going back to that state. And that's because I have God in my life every single day.
Yeah.
When something good happens, it's thank you, God, I love you. When something bad happens, it's like, help me see through this, God. Because life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And everything that happens is a direct result of God's doing. There's nothing that happens by happen chance. There's no mistake. God wasn't like, oh, sorry, wasn't meant for you. It's just you got to see the blessings and take them. Works if you work it.
Mm-hmm.
You can apply that to anything in your life.
Yeah.
It works if you work it.
They're all blessings too, man. Even when like life seems tough, it's sometimes that's just almost our own state of mind, right? Because God wants nothing but goodness for us. And oftentimes the way I've been seeing things lately, because I feel like I've grown spiritually, especially over this last year, like 13 months, because I went through some hard ass shit, and then I dove in, right? And what I realized over the last couple months as I've really been diving into my spirituality and my recovery is that, like, it's not, sometimes the devil tries to distract me from the good things that are happening in my life, so that I will get off focus, because he really has no power except for to distract you. Is what I've learned. That is what I've learned over the last like 3 months. Absolutely. Is that he has no power to, he's not like trying, he can't destroy what God is, the path that God has already laid out for you.
Right. But he can deter you off of it.
He can deter you off of it with distractions.
If you're a shiny object boy like me, he'll put the bells on the tree branches, and I'll be like, ooh, shiny, mine.
And then all of a sudden you're not staying the course and you're wandering off over here.
Yeah. And for me, it's usually not not shiny objects. It's usually, for me, stressful objects, because those are the ones that, but what's been cool is that this past year, I was like at points where I was like, man, God, are you sure you got the right dude for this job? Because there's no way I can do this without you. So during that time, my spirituality grew as well, because I was relying so much on him. And then I realized at some point during all of that I am the right guy for the job, because God knew that when I was at my weakest, I would rely fully on him to get through my next day.
Yeah.
And so that's been the growth, my spiritual growth of the last 13 months. And now I'm like, fucking put it whatever you want in front of me. I'm moving forward. So I'll bust through that with God. I'm not even looking anymore.
You know, what's funny is I used to be like, God doesn't want to hear from me. he has got so many viable, credible prayers. Cure my kid of cancer. Please don't repossess my mama's house, even though it's on wheels. That I was like, you don't want to hear from me. My shit's petty. But you know what?
That's
Life has gotten so much better because I go to him for everything.
Yeah. He wants you there.
We're all equally the same.
It's like, God, please help my back not hurt putting on my shoes.
Yes.
Oh my God, thank you, God. My back didn't hurt putting on my shoes. Thank you. And it's like, you're acknowledging him. You're his child. Bringing him into your life, and you're speaking of his power. To me, that's like the greatest acknowledgement and form of flattery. You know, it's like he always wants to hear from you.
Always. No matter what, big or small, however much you think that it matters or doesn't matter or that you deserve or whatever nonsense that we like to tell ourselves to not have that. That's a distraction. Like you were saying.
Yeah,
that's for
those
the
are
devil,
distractions.
so that you don't have the relationship, so that you don't have that power of the Holy Spirit within us. Because once you have it in you, the devil is upset because he cannot distract you if you're able to just go to his word. A real simple one for me that I always play into my brain when it wants to start to like kind of swift me off into my lovely thoughts of my own is this good and true? Because if it is, that's from God.
Yep.
If it is not, push to the side.
Yep.
Get behind me, Satan. Not today, buddy.
Not today, Satan.
Not today. Not today.
It's funny. I was actually in Ralph's yesterday, and I just saw this crazy dude just going off. It's just, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. I didn't know that there was like a whole bunch of people behind me.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, not today, Satan.
Totally.
Not today.
I was like, preach on it, bro.
Yeah.
Tell him.
We rebuke you, Satan.
Yeah.
Preach it, preacher.
The power of Christ compels you, Satan.
Yeah. Seriously. It's crazy. What, for people that are listening, like, because you held on and white knuckled it and were dry for 9.5 years, which is like wild. Yeah. What brought you back to seek God?
It's a very good question. It was, I had spent my whole life blaming him. I'd spent my whole life blaming you. I never took accountability. I'll be the first to say, I never took accountability. Why? That's what scapegoats are for. Sorry, that's just my thinking. Like, hey, there's an ass for every seat. You will sit in the one I tell you to. Sorry, that's just me in prime addiction.
Yeah.
I'm not a nice person. I didn't go to prison for being nice. How could I deny what was so evident and so clear and so freely wanting to be given to me? I was searching for love and acceptance, and I was denying the one person, one entity that was giving me that my whole life, whether I believed it or not, and that was God. All I've ever wanted was to be loved and to accept it, to make someone proud, to be able to have someone be like, yeah, you're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. That's all I've ever wanted. And I have that with God. I have that father relationship that I've never had with God. Because I'll talk to God like a dad. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll talk to God like a friend. Mm-hmm. God doesn't care how you talk to him. Nope. He doesn't care how you pray. You know what? You don't have to talk to God the way I do. You don't have to pray the way I do. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to be labeled religious, labeled spiritual. He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
All these holy wars are being fought because of ideology.
It's humans.
And that's humans. That's not God.
At all.
Where in the Bible does it say we are to have holy wars against ideology? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because I've read it a bunch. That's when man got involved.
Yep.
And when they wanted their thoughts to reign supreme. But at the end of the day, there's only one thought that reigns supreme, and that's God's. Period, paragraph. As long as I'm doing his will, I don't really care what yours is. I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, it's his will that brings me the peace I have in here. I no longer want to lay down on the railroad tracks. I don't want to jump in front of the bus. I don't want to slit my wrists. I want to live more than ever. And that's because of God. That was undeniable for me. Nobody, no matter how hard they've tried, no discredit to them whatsoever. It's just not something a human could be tasked with doing. They just didn't have that power. It wasn't their job. Really. It was no one's responsibility to show me what I need to see for me. And I got that through God.
And human will fall short.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I got in for everything. God is so good.
All the time.
I literally don't care if I sound like one of those
freaks. Preach on it, bruh. Because I'm
People,
already there.
it's
I probably sound like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I don't care.
I literally read my Bible daily.
Same.
You know,
I read my recovery books daily.
Yeah.
And at the start of every day and at the end of every day, it's thank you, God.
But that's where it's at. That's the thing is like, it took me a long time to actually get to the place that I'm at now, but that's what comes with age, everybody. But I really think...
You mean you can't do it when you're younger?
You can.
Oh, okay, good.
But I feel like we like...
Some of us are slow learners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, as long as we work.
Some of us rode the back of the bus.
That is the gold right there, because all of us feel a lack thereof, which is for whatever. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, but we drink and use to fill the void, to feel something different, because we don't like feeling or we don't like thinking up in here.
Absolutely.
So the moment that you're able to work a 12-step or really to have that spiritual connection to a higher power of whatever you believe in, obviously something that is not you, that is the peace. That is the gold. If you don't want to kill yourself when you wake up in the morning or hate yourself and not be able to look into the mirror and want to punch it, that's the gold. That's what we're searching for. It's like
what Danny said, I don't want to run from a feeling, chasing a feeling.
Right. I loved that.
It's really as simple as that. I ran from a whole bunch of feelings, chasing every other feeling, only to have compounded problems. Because conflict delayed is conflict multiplied.
And we are always stuck with ourselves, like you said. So it's
Wherever
like
you
it does
go,
not matter.
There you are.
So
I like how a bunch of you guys on the Recover Out Loud Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard
every
Time.
Tuesday.
The link is in the bio if you guys don't already know. But
it is the best meet.
I literally love how a bunch of you guys write shit down. It's like fucking dope, dude.
I've got quotes on quotes on quotes on quotes on quotes
from the meeting, huh? It's so good.
And it's awesome.
How did you find us?
Instagram.
Yeah, you were just scrolling one day?
I was doom scrolling. Like, my life depended on it. Because I think it did.
Wow.
And just by happenstance, I happened to come across the Hopeaholics and just the energy, the smiles. It wasn't fake. It wasn't like, there's no like body broker vibe. There was no, oh, hey, we're doing this for money. Like, you know, my wife needs new tits in a G-Wagon. Sorry, there are treatment people out there like that. I've worked for some of them because I've worked in treatment. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who you are just a buck. Yeah. You are just a buck. And it's sad because they don't care if you live or die or you relapse or you stay sober.
I wonder how long some of those people last, because I've actually been doing this for fucking 23 years. Hope by the Sea will be 23 years old on October 15th. Because
I remember you were around when I went through Wings of Hope.
I know. Wings of Hope is my friend.
Kim
O'Donnell, yeah. Do you want to know something funny?
She went through She went through their all girls house, and I went through their.
wow.
I was actually part of the house that was the end of the co-ed house.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Let's just
Why-
say a
why-
bunch of recovering addicts with opposing genitals should probably not be in the same
know,
house,
I
because you got the
know.
girls walking out in just a towel. You got the guys all.
Yeah.
Laying on the floor
Yeah.
as they walk out.
I dropped my book. Oh no.
Kim O'Donnell and I, we went to treatment together in January of 2000. We were in the same
Wow.
treatment center together, and she's one of the only people that knows who Aurora's mom is. So
Okay.
so my oldest daughter, I met her mom in rehab, and we had a rehab romance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why we don't have co-ed facilities. She got pregnant, and
Sorry, Kim. For the best long term.
yeah, I actually saw Kim at Costco like right before 4th of July. Actually,
I love your Costco vids.
bro,
Oh, they're fire, huh?
The energy with you two somersaulting, flipping
I literally-
in.
I can't believe yesterday's.
Oh,
We've had
hun.
like they almost.
Those two will literally come running up to Costco and just like flip and somersault in and be like, "Hey guys!" It's the greatest thing
that was
ever.
literally yesterday.
Yeah.
You're talking about yesterday's
Yeah,
video.
I need to get a Costco membership so I
Like-
can
There
be
you
there
go.
for that.
Yeah.
I actually think a couple people showed up to Costco 3 weeks ago. The last time you were there. 3 weeks ago. Remember they came up to take pictures with you?
Yeah.
I think they actually
Showed up.
because they knew that we were there.
Hey,
Don't
we'll
you,
start.
Emily?
We'll start setting up a table and sell merch.
So what's funny is one of the one of the girls that works at the pharmacy, she said, "Hey," she commented on our Costco video from yesterday, and I said, do you work at the one? I didn't say where because I don't want the world to know which well, Jesus Christ, San Bernardino Costco you go to.
Fucking brand new. San Francisco.
San Rafael.
Yeah.
I mean, because
That's a good ways away.
she does have some fans because we were in Phoenix, Arizona, and we pull up to the hotel and some dude's out there with like tons of shit for her to sign. And we never posted where we were, what city we were in.
Dude, these super fans, like they know where you're at before your hotel is even booked. And it's like,
Especially like shout out. to
how
them.
do you know
No.
this? Like,
It's wild.
you know, like what flight number I'm on.
Yeah.
You know
Oh, no,
what
that is
number my
true, too.
airplane's on. Like, you know what time I'm getting off the boarding gate. Like, stalker?
WWE Universe, shout out to them. They're the best fans in the whole entire world, but there are like gangsters as fuck.
Oh, they're for it.
They're for it.
Those are diehard fans.
They literally will know, like, when you get off your plane, there will be, like, depending on what town and what city, there would be between 20 to 25. And it also depends on the event. If it's a big event, then obviously there's going to be more people. But they're there knowing that you're going to be getting off there, and they'll standing there with whatever.
They'll be there all day.
All day.
Waiting for each.
Yep,
Yep.
each superstar.
Damn.
Wild.
Yeah, they're dedicated.
They are dedicated. But it is
They
a
are
trip, though,
hardcore.
because I'm like, damn, you guys should be
I feel like,
detectives.
though, I actually
Because
feel
you're all
like.
good. Like,
I
they're
actually
real good.
feel like somebody at the
APIs.
hotel, though, that must have
Let them know.
put something out on. I don't know.
Or it's easy. They could have called and the hotel not know and
Just start calling around to the random hotels because I mean
Yeah.
they did know we were in Phoenix. That's
and that's
the
why
only thing.
usually you don't book and do your full name because then they know it.
Yeah.
And they'll say, "Oh, can you plug me into so and so's room?" Boom, she's there.
And people are so crafty. Like, I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to be like, "Hey, I'm a production assistant with Natalie Eva
Totally.
Marie.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, but we are
Yep.
running late. What room is she in?
Yep.
I can't lose my job."
Or let me leave her a voicemail on her phone,
Yeah.
and then they just know that like boom, got the hotel that she's at. That's why
And then we'll stand out
Because
front.
all they
Wait.
need is
That's
one
it.
employee to do the,
and then
the slip up.
Well, and the employee will say,
Or to
like,
give
"Oh, okay,
confirmation.
no problem.
Yeah.
We'll patch you
Yeah,
through."
I mean,
leave a
I did work
voicemail.
at the Ritz-Carlton, and famous people they never came in on their real name.
Never.
Oh.
Never.
I would never. I'd be like, yeah.
And to be honest,
I'm
like
just a bunch of clicks.
we had Michael Jackson there, and he didn't even come through. Then this was in like 1998, so a long time ago. This Ritz-Carlton right here in
The one
to go.
in
Is
town.
it nice?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked there for years. And he came in through the same entrance that we came in. So they
Employee
entrance.
entrance.
yeah,
through
and
the
he
back.
back halls all the way
Mhm.
to the presidential suite.
I mean, that's a high profile.
Yeah.
Like out of control.
Like
They wouldn't
that
even
is
tell
like
us.
you're going
Yeah.
underground.
Yes.
Yeah,
like,
they wouldn't even tell us who was coming.
Sorry, there's one of 3 tunnels he's going to
For
be
sure.
using. You can't go in any of them because we don't even know which one he's
Imagine
using.
being that, like, you know.
The Backstreet Boys came too, and I could have gotten so much trouble, but I did it anyways. My sister's nephews were huge Backstreet Boys fans, and they were like, 4, 5, and 8 or something like that. And I told my sister, I said, the Backstreet Boys are here.
We'll
Just-
be right there.
Just come into the lobby. Don't
Back streets back. All right.
don't get me in trouble.
How long's that NDA, Chad?
Yeah, exactly.
The statute of
long
limitations
over.
on that.
Long over. 1998, man. Yeah, I worked there from. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
I actually loved it.
I want to stay there.
It's
Still have the hookup?
no,
No.
but I have the hookup to the one across the street,
Which one's that one?
Waldorf.
the Waldorf Astoria.
I want to stay at all
That's
the...
better.
Is it?
I would rather stay at the Wal.
Yeah?
I'd rather stay at a Waldorf Astoria property than a Ritz any day.
Ooh.
Now I wish I had to hook up for the Montage, because the best hotel around here is the Montage.
Why?
It's-
Not allowed at the.
You're not
I,
allowed
I may or may not have a lifetime
Allegedly?
Banned from
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
Montage. Allegedly, that
What-
TV got thrown out the fucking window. Sorry, it was my room name. I wasn't even in it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh man, good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of properties I have a lifetime.
Before
from.
we like close out though, I want to know, because you couple things, right? I know a few things about you. So before you had your little relapse, how much time did you have? Didn't you have like a little bit, like you had a little good amount, little good chunk?
Oh,
This last relapse.
So this last relapse, I had I was coming up on 9 months.
9 months, yeah.
And then you relapsed after 9, right?
And then I relapsed
Okay.
like right after 9.
And then you came back to our meeting and told
Came
on
back
yourself.
and I told on
Yep.
myself and was like, I'm hurting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, because you had that, I forgot her name, but the one thing that she said that stuck to me that was so pivotal was, I don't know how or what I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to do it. And that's going to happen through God. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing or how I'm going to do it, but I know I'm going to do it. And that started with me telling on myself.
And you did, because you only had...
You weren't out very
I
long.
I
had,
think you had like 2 days or something.
I had 4 days on that meeting
Okay.
and I was only out for like 2.
2
Okay.
days.
It's like a night,
Sure.
like a day and a night.
Sure.
And that was enough to just send every dark thought
Yep.
Yeah.
of I'm not worthy.
Sure.
I'm not lovable.
Mhm.
I ruin everyone's life. I would just be so much better off, and everyone else would be if I was just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I knew, wow, this is really serious.
Mhm.
Like, I'm in therapy. I take my medication.
Totally.
There should be no reason why it's this bad this quick. I cannot use. I cannot pick up and drink. I can't pick up and use, because the immediate thought is, you all hate me. I'm so sorry for ruining your life. Let me do the only favor I've ever done this world and kick out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, made it really quick. It was like, no, I need to get back in it. I need to jump in head feet, told on myself,
Yep.
and been plugging away ever since. In
Is
the
that
middle,
when Joe reached out and that you guys started
literally
talking?
was working. The next day I was painting the garage, put the paintbrush down, got the phone call was like, I don't know who the hell is calling me from Staten Island, New York, but I'm gonna pick up the phone.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, what up,
Yeah.
kid?
Yes.
And I'm like, who is this? Who are you? And he was like, it's Joe from Tuesday night. I was like, oh. And he reached out and we talked for like an hour. And then he reached out to me every day, sending me daily reflections, Jesus calling, just being like, hey, where's your head at, kid? How you doing? Love you, bro. God loves you. You got this. And then I asked, you know, hey, you still interested in taking me through the steps? And he was like, yeah. And that was just amazing. Like, that was truly the start of feeling like I belong.
Yeah.
Of not feeling like just so miserable and so just isolated and a recluse, because given the opportunity, I will go into such a reclusion. I won't leave the house for weeks.
Sure.
Phone? What phone? That bill won't get paid for 6 months and I'll be just fine. The only people that have a problem with me not having a phone is everyone else. I'm fine not having one, but through that, I've learned that I need to be a normal person and have a phone.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's just going to God. Go to God for everything.
It's like so good because I mean, obviously we love Joe. He's one of our OGs for sure.
Yeah.
Joe's amazing. His knowledge, the little nuggets that he drops.
Well, and he seeks hard. Like he seeks God real strong. And
He's incredible.
I think that was probably a huge God moment, pivotal in your journey too, because you have somebody that like is active. I know he does because of like just his and I conversation, and his pursuit is strong and heavy.
Mm-hmm. And seeing the smile on his face, smile on your face, when you guys talk about God and how much your life has changed for the better. Who wouldn't want that? Who would look at that and be like, okay, I want that, but we're going to do without the God part.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
You can't.
You can't.
And it's amazing. And Joe
it's
was
free.
such a huge influence on me, because I will say this, and she can attest to this. I've had 2 sponsors in my life read my 4th step to people.
Oh.
That's weird.
One of them was when I was going through Wings of Hope 13, 14 years ago.
They literally read it to like some other individual?
Yeah, and then it went around meetings.
Stop.
And then this last time, my old sponsor was going around and being like, well, yeah, Von's like this because he has this and this and this on his inventory. And people were like, yo, bro, we'll look away if you want to handle your business. Like, he's over there. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm mortified. So I was adamant, if you're a sponsor, you are out to ruin someone's life.
Sure.
I was like, don't talk to me about sponsorship. I don't need a sponsor. I don't believe in sponsors. They're going to kill you. They're out to get you. And Joe really changed that because he didn't push.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, if you're worried, I'll tell you something embarrassing.
That's what my sponsor did. I read my 4th step, and my sponsor took the deepest, darkest part of his 4th step and read it to me.
And just through that confidence and him being like, you don't have to. Let me know.
As a matter of fact, my sponsor read his deepest, darkest part first before I went in.
Joe started reading some of his to me, and he was like, just to give you an example of what to do and confidence.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And so I can honestly say, if it wasn't for Joe and his patience and his caring and loving nature, I don't know if I would still feel the same.
Sure.
I mean, I'm so stoked that I've changed my thought on sponsorship.
Sure.
Because I can't do this alone.
No.
I can't. I've tried, and it took me back out. It's a miserable existence. If you're listening and you think you can do this alone, you can't. It's going to end in disaster. And is a life that's white knuckling, is that a life that's truly worth living? Because I know personally for me,
you
it
might
wasn't.
as well get fucking loaded, man.
If I'm going to, I mean, I might as well have my misery refunded.
Full.
Because why am I going to be miserable and sober?
No.
I can't help anyone because I don't feel good enough about myself. Why the hell am I going to try to help you?
Mm-hmm.
And
you feel that I'm not liking myself.
Yeah.
It's so true.
It's like, why? I can't. I just.
Yeah.
And then you get so put off. It's like, then you get a gut full of booze and a head full of AA.
Yep. Oh.
And maybe,
Horrible.
just maybe, you'll get miserable enough to want to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only time that addicts, unfortunately, we have a really high tolerance for emotional pain. Some of us not so much physical pain, but emotional pain.
We are straight masochists.
Like, bro, like, are you kidding me? Could you imagine if like normal people walking around were like put themselves through as much pain and fucking misery as we do? But like it says
that would be savage.
It would be savage
without any substances to fucking cope, right? But like. It says it
Where's
in
the
Narcotics
yellow
Anonymous,
line?
and I say this all the fucking time to the point where it's like Natalie better even, she better know it because it says it in the Narcotics Anonymous book. When the pain of remaining the same outweighs the fear of change, because what are addicts afraid of? We're afraid of anything but the misery that we already know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're like afraid of anything but the misery we already know. When that outweighs, when the pain outweighs the fear, that we do work.
Yeah.
We get to work.
When we've had enough and we're truly ready, watch the fuck out.
And sometimes
you can't stop us.
No, you cannot. And sometimes it takes a relapse.
Yeah.
And please, I don't want people relapsing because I'd rather you stay because people die. Like my son-in-law died. My son-in-law died so y'all can have a fucking seat in here.
Yeah.
And my daughter and my family and his family have all gone through the pain.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
So get to work. Let's get to work.
Open a book.
Read
It's not, and it's not, as a lady shared last night, it was funny because when she was a kid, she had scoliosis, so she was like, and she was funny making fun of like, I was winning at a very young age from, being in that body cast, and then all the way up to here, right? But so when she got into the program, it was like, oh my God, you hear all about this like work. She's like, well, I have a hurt back, like thinking like it's going to cause this like physical work. She's like, this is as far as if you can do this, which I'm sure everyone can do this.
Yeah.
All guys can.
Exactly, no doubt. I was waiting for that fucking plug. Way to pick it up off.
There it is.
Yeah.
Spiritually aligned.
Yep.
Yes. Hey, it's progress, not perfection.
There you go.
Folks.
And like a little bit of like annoying kind of uncomfortableness. That's it. It's really not as taxing as we like to make it up to be. It's not. It's just effort.
Not.
We love to overcomplicate
We do.
it.
It's just because we don't want to do it.
It's the thought, right? It's like we think, it's going to be so hard to get through all of this pain. But I can tell you something. It's fucking easier to walk through the pain. It's so much easier to walk through the pain to actually start doing the work than to continue sitting in it. That's where the actual pain is when we just sit in it.
Yeah.
And and what do you call it? Oh, what's that
Ruminate.
word? Ruminate. We just sit there and ruminate in the pain.
We literally stew in our own cesspool of pity.
Self-pity.
And a lot of it is not true.
Yeah.
That's what's even wild.
I'm worthless.
Yeah.
I'm this. I'm a loser. I'm ugly. I'm fat.
No.
Yep. I was at the Canyon
I
Club.
don't like you even saying it out loud.
I'm just telling you though that's what we do. That's
You're beautiful. You're strong. You're courageous.
Keep
You're
it on
worth
me.
it.
I
you
am.
deserve it.
I am. Is that a good clip, Lewis? I'm worth it today. I'm amazing. I'm lovable. I'm kind. But really, I am. I am those things.
I was at the Canyon Club about a year ago. And this amazing speaker was like, our minds are like a bullshit factory. Half of it manufactures it and the other half packages it and ships it off and sells it to you.
To yourself.
And I was like, fuck. I'm not even trying to sell it to you. I'm the one buying it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's
buying
bullshit. I'm like, no. We don't do our own product.
Yeah.
We don't get high on our own supply. We've learned that. That's how we owed scary people money. No.
Yeah.
Buying your own bullshit. That's like co-signing your own bullshit. It's exactly what Danny, was his name Danny? Yeah, Danny. It's exactly what Danny said on Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro,
And
I'm the last guy I got high with.
Yeah.
Not good.
And the greatest thing is, I've known the loaded me, I've known the drunk me, I've known the prison me, I've known the violent me, I've known the gangbanger me. But exactly what Danny said is, you people have introduced me to someone I've never met before, and that is myself. Right here today, I've never met this individual before because I am filled with happiness, peace, and self-love. And that is through working the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous, reading AA, working with my sponsor, and being honest, humble, and willing, and giving it to God.
Amen.
Like it's all God. That's really, it's that simple. We love to overcomplicate things. We love to be dramatic and flamboyant, and we just love the attention. I'm an attention whore at times. I'll be the first to tell you I love all eyes on me sometimes.
Boy, me too.
But
Right,
You already
Emily?
know.
I said Natalie.
I have no shame in my game. I will admit it.
But you know who is too?
God.
Boom. And I give him the glory. So,
Yeah.
hey, if
Yep.
he wants to put me on the stage, I'll give it all to him.
Yeah.
Vaughn,
You're the man.
incredible episode.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
It's absolutely been a dream come true. I've been wanting to do this ever since
You're
I found
different.
out I could.
You're different. I could see it from the moment I met you in person, like many, many months ago at the Recover Out Loud.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, like, I didn't know the personal journey that you were walking at that moment. And our brief encounter was really quickly because it was like then meeting and
Mm-hmm.
just like a quick hug. But
Yeah, Frank and Renee were still trying to
Right.
say their goodbyes, and you were trying
Totally.
to get pictures. But
Yep.
it was amazing meeting you guys, because I remember looking at him, and we kind of locked eyes, and we shook hands, and I was like, Vaughn Von Lewis, and he was like, oh my God, you came.
mm-hmm.
And
Did
it
I
was-
know you were 6'9" at that point, or did
No,
I?
but we were making a really big deal about it
Yeah,
because
we
we were
were.
like, thank the Lord, someone is taller than Shane, so
Yeah.
basically he can like humble himself.
Yeah.
And then there's
Shane's
Vaughn.
reply was, he's 3 pubes taller than me.
That's what his response was. Ew.
I was like, I'm a little more than
Yeah,
3, bud. I'm a
totally.
little more than
I
3.
think so.
That was that's just ego talk.
I'm like 70s Bush taller than you, bro. Hey, I'm very much sick and disturbed in the head still.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it.
hey,
I
you
like
know, there's
it.
nothing wrong with 70s Bush.
Okay, ew, no. We were doing really well until you continue. You always take things a little bit too far.
You have to understand. I'm like, I was born in the 70s.
Yeah, exactly. So
I
I'm sure you
probably
went through many
I probably
bushes
came
and
out of
weeds
Bush.
and-
Oh man.
Ew. Miss Penny.
I'm so
You're not
sorry,
listening to
Miss
him.
Penny.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Totally.
We tried to avoid this
Yeah,
from
exactly.
happening.
But what I was saying,
Look at poor
Real-
Lewis. He's mortified.
he's like, I don't ever want to even visualize any of what was going on over there.
We all
But no,
came
what
out
I
of
was
it.
saying is that you can tell from the moment that I met you in person to then you being on Recover Out Loud, the Tuesday night meetings, and then you having the courage, the willingness, and just being honest and being sick and tired of being sick and tired to basically tell on yourself. In that meeting, look at what God has done to your life, because I can see it. I can see it working in you. I can just see the whole, like the light is shining, and that's God.
Absolutely.
And then you meeting Joe, and that's why I love this program. This program is like so amazing and beautiful because of stuff like that, because of that moment, because you were in a very dark place, and now you're walking in the light.
Because he will do things for you that you can't do for yourself. that you
Period.
can never do for yourself. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you want it, wish it will into existence, it will never happen because it needs to come from God and only God.
And on that,
Amen. I'm gonna say one last thing.
well, of course you are.
Vaughn Von Lewis will he's got a spot on the wall. I can see it because see, there's not been a lot of people as tall as Vaughn, so there's a couple good spots up
The
high.
very top.
Yep.
Yeah.
See it? I see it. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Vaughn.
Thank you.